We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks. We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Get it.
And thing sucks.
All right, here we go. Let's boom, boom. What is up, Bill? Just left Bill from upstairs, came downstairs. Let's move it so we can see. Oh, yeah. Big weekend. I'm getting the camper ready for lobster season. This is a 43-pound halibut. Look at how it turned out. Oh, man. I am at a different level here. Look at this, guys. You know what's in here? Uh-oh. That is a fish ear bone. TJ will tell you something different. I don't. There it is. Can you imagine those with earrings hanging, dangling? Here's this small little. These were in the sand dab that I got. It looks like ivory. I think it's ivory, Bill. I don't know. We got to figure it out. But look at this, Bill. Can you imagine that? Like you just put that right there. Donk. Walk around town with that. That'll draw some attention. I'll tell you what. This right here, Bill. This necklace right here, man. When you wear this around town, there's no mistaking. That guy's here for business. Can you imagine, Bill, what the 200-pound vertebrae look like? I wasn't into it. I'm sorry. I had too much going on. I did 100% sustainability, but I wish I had it. I can't. How much can I travel back with? All right? How much can you travel? Bill, rattlesnake, instead of the rattlesnake, what do you think the vertebrae would be like? Anyway, you walk into a club with this thing on. What? Don't worry. You're going to see some beautiful artwork of my mother's. And first, Bill, look at this. I get a ticket in the mail. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? It's not a ticket, though. It says I have 30 days to go in and talk about me actually stopping. You can see my taillights on right there. And then I make a right-hand turn. I came to a complete stop. There's no sign there saying don't turn on red. So now I don't get a ticket, but now I got to go spend 3 hours of my life of figuring out this. Hey, Capitola, go fuck yourself. Oh, like what kind of stupid shit is that? Yeah, we're not going to write you a ticket because you didn't do anything wrong, but we need to discuss your brake lights and then your right turn on a red. With it, it's completely legal to do. I'll tell you what. Doesn't even matter. You know why? Because I had one of the greatest weekends of my life. I know that I say that every goddamn time I go out. But this is now because of that trip. Also, super obsessed with lobster. Don't worry. I'm going for the record. But I've really, really overlooked one thing. And I don't have any beer, Bill. I didn't go down there because I didn't want to drink today. I didn't go buy a flat for the week. And I know you asked me earlier, and I just kind of pounded off. Look at Bill, I got water. But I do have my edibles. Don't worry. I'm trading one addiction for another. So we're just going to try to flush out my system for a week, Bill. I drank a little bit this weekend. I drank a lot, and it was fun. Just a good time. We didn't even get to dive. So let me just show you what we did. Here we go.
Got the moon, and we have.
Hang on.
I've made it. The Seawolf Mobile has made it. We got the moon, and we have the beer. Came up with my buddy Nick and Jessica, which I met off the lobster boats. Lobster season, right? It's about to be here. We're gonna come up here and get Dungeness crab
for Thanksgiving.
See, right there. We're gonna go hand grab. I gotta check the regulations, but I'm gonna go hand grab. Compliments to not even the brewery. I don't know who, the Crystal Geyser. We're going to go hand grab. I know you have to have a measuring device, And I'm just going to go, I can have 10 of them a day. I can have 7 lobster, 10 Dungeness crab. And they're everywhere up there. And if the weather's too bad, we'll just put down crab pots and pull them up. Unless they take it away from us. There's a possibility they'll take it away from us.
We got the fire going. Let's go check out the view.
Okay, that was last night. Look at me wake up in my palace, right? This is dry camping. They call it dry camping. No plugins, no Jennies. You can have a generator there. There's nobody around. It was the greatest thing ever. I put the thermostat on at night, and I woke up like at 4 in the morning. I thought I was on fire. I cranked it up to like 72, like an old person. I opened up every gosh darn door, and then I woke up, and there it was. That's my outside.
You.
There. Oh, look at me. That's the back door, right? I put down my dive mat right there. Boondocking, Bill, is what they call it. Yeah. Well, boondocking is when you get it for free. I think this was $43 a night. If you wanted full hookups, it's $65 a night. Now, I was solo. I tried to get my son to come, Oliver, not Weston. Weston doesn't talk to me. Grandpa bought him a house, allegedly. So I guess that's a good thing for him. And there's a narcissist, but I'm not even going down that route. They don't deserve it. Wes, by the way, this could have been your weekend with me, right? We fished. We didn't even dive. You'll see why.
Hey, have you guys heard of me? My name is Seawolf.
Look at that. We're about to go diving, and that is the size of that's either a strike from a prop or it's got bit on the tail from the whites that are there.
It's like the dive spot's a little blown out. Let's look.
Yeah, it was.
It's undivable today, boys. We're gonna fish it. We're gonna try diving the inside. But oh Jesus! 43 pounds fine with the pec fin. Last Friday is when I killed this thing. So when you can't dive, get your fishing gear. We'll get fish.
Yeah.
Fish one way or another.
There's my buddy Nick setting up jigs for me. Now, I'm just gonna let you guys know I do not know how to fish. He handed me that. That's probably a $25 fucking setup. I lost it within 10 seconds. I lost 3 of those. I just don't know what I'm doing. Don't hand me a fishing pole. They finally put me just on bait, and I didn't go to the bottom for the vermilion. There it is, vermilion. That's right, baby. And guess what? I have the ear bones from it. And now I know how to gather ear bones. And don't worry, I won't leave you guys out. My friend Jessica is a biologist. And I will tell you this right now. Hunter up in Alaska, in my May trip, he gave me some ear bones. Right? And I just met this kid because I told him I just wanted the skin. Can you cut the halibut up and save the skin? He goes, what? Why? Leather. Don't worry about it. I come back. He goes, hey, check this out. He has ear bones. I got them up there. Don't worry, I'll get them. I just wasn't prepared for the show. It just came up so fast. I was just sitting there having the time of my life working today. A big work day, right? You get back from leaving for a weekend, and Niners didn't pull through yesterday, but that was okay. We got back. I couldn't go live yesterday a second time because the game already started. And there's guys out there that'll ruin my whole day with my wife. And me and my wife, that's our favorite thing, is just to hang out and watch the Niners. So I don't look at my phone. I didn't even look to see social media or anything, which is how I'm trying to make my money. So it's kind of, doesn't matter. I didn't turn it on until after the game was over. And then I was tired, man. That was a one heck of it's a 5-hour drive to get there. With a camper, it's even more because it's about 6. The Friday, I went over to my buddies. Dive shop in Concord. Pacific Ocean Sports, by the way, they have 5 spots left for their summer trip. Let me see. I'll put it up on my page, but if my buddy Dan's going, then there's only 4 spots left. So here's the thing: I don't dive. I don't show you if you're by this trip and you go, oh my god, I'm going to dive, and he's going to show me how to grab lobsters. You can follow me if you can keep up. Okay, do not get in my way. Do not take my lobsters. It's kind of dumb to follow me because I know what I'm doing, and I'm not. Listen, I'm a narcissist. I see how good you could just use that. I'm a narcissist. Leave me the fuck alone. Just ask my kid. So, let me see if I got it right here. Hang on. I just have so much going on. It's crazy. Crazy. Cool. Right here. There it is. 1,300 for a 3-day trip, 2.5 days. So, call Pacific Ocean Sports if that's your thing. I will have that up on my Facebook. Also, my buddy James from from Sea Landing. I think I got his hat somewhere. Right here. Santa Barbara Dive. James from Santa Barbara Dive is doing opener in November 1st. It's a different kind of opener. Call him, find out. It's a 1-day trip. And like I said, it's just people going out. You don't even know how. Last year, only 6 of us were grabbing lobsters. The rest were just out there diving, taking pictures and having fun. Got to meet a lot of people. They thought I was crazy. When you walk on the boat and everybody sees your tattoo, you better. I got the biggest one. Don't worry, it was an 8-pounder. You guys love the video, by the way. And we went back and got a 6-pounder that was right next to it. So, do I know what I'm doing? Yes. Am I the best? Yes. You just say you are, and then if you're not, we'll work it out at the end of my life. But right now, I'm the best. Oh, awesome. Let's just stop right now. My longest friend I've ever had. It's his birthday today. He turned 54. Thomas Perry. If you knew me from my high school days, that's Tom turned 54. Who knew Tom and me would be here at 54? If there were bets going on, you wouldn't bet on that. But we're survivors, and got to talk to him today. Happy birthday, Tom. I don't think he watches me. There I am. Look at that, the ride back in. I love those beanbag chairs. I have one. When I go on other people's boats that invite me, I say, can I bring my beanbag chair? They're like, oh, that's a lot of room. I'm like, yeah, but you can put it anywhere you want until I'm going back. And then it doesn't matter how rocky it is or how bumpy it is. You just sit there in the beanbag chair. There's my buddy Nick with the fish. We had a vermilion and we had a sand dab.
With 100% sustainability, look at these beautiful fins.
Hang on. Well, let me get it up. Let me go lower. There we go.
I'm gonna get. Oh my god, somebody's gonna have some nice earrings with their red outfit. We got the tail, and then we got what do they call these, sand dabs? We're gonna grill this thing up. I'm gonna keep the tail. I'm gonna keep the spine. Nice little tiny.
I have the spine out there. It's in hydrogen peroxide, and tomorrow it'll go into the conditioner bleach, and then on the top of my mom's earrings. Hang on, let me show you some. Let me come up. Let me up. Okay. Look at those. Okay. Those are halibut fins that my mom made. Now, see the white stones? We can now replace those with ear bone, right? How beautiful is that going to be? And tell me that's not beautiful. I don't care who you are. They don't smell. So get that out of your head. It's just amazing. And me and my mommy have made up. She doesn't want the politics to ruin our relationship, and I'm glad. She even watched what I sent her, and she doesn't agree with things, but she just doesn't like Trump, and that's okay with me. Another assassination attempt. It's exciting. The guy has like 9 lives, and he's up to I don't know. Crazy world. And if you guys are against the death penalty or pre-Trump. You can't be for him getting killed. Stop it. He's a fucking. I'm not gonna go into politics. It's just crazy. What a crazy world we live in, huh? Okay, back to. Uh-oh.
Bead. We got a special treat tonight. Jessica
Yeah.
is going to take the ear bone out of that, and then we're going to add it to a necklace. That's some nice skin, too.
There's my mom's earrings. She made some more. We got tabs. We are going to have these out for Christmas if you would like to buy some. I got to build a website first, so it should be at the end of November. I'll probably get that going. I have hoodies. I have shirts. I know everybody's been asking. I have stickers coming. I ordered stickers. And yeah, I'm just going to be the trinket man, but trinket that one of one, original, right? Check this out. Before you even say anything, one of one lobster Air Force Ones. Anybody else have those? I don't think so. Look at that. That's a one of a one. When I wear those out, the kids go crazy. Now, I know the adults don't understand it. You guys had Rolex watches. The kids have sneakers. Leave them alone and leave me alone. My demographic is not you old fucks on Facebook. Sorry, Mom. It's not you guys. It's the Instagram kids, right? The kids you had that now have kids that you're so proud of, and I see you guys proud of them. And the ones that I watched grow up all have jobs. So listen, no matter where it goes, it's going to go. There's nothing you can do. We're going to die. That's what happens. Everybody grows up and they die. And then the next one. And so if you think you're better than that generation, good for you. They're doing wheelies on the freeway on their motorcycles. We never did that. So props. There's still some motherfuckers out there, but there's also a lot of the alphabet kids, I call them, but whatever. Love them all. Love everybody. But look at this jewelry, right? Look at that. Masterful, Mom. Look at that. Handmade with love. Thank you, Mom. Now, instead of the green in there, what about, follow me, fish ear bones. It's my new thing, right? And for all you older people, you don't understand what fish ear bones are. I think they're ivory. I don't even know. I know you can't buy ivory, but maybe you can if it's a fish ear or what. I know it's called something else, TJ. You don't have to tell me the truth. Listen, I'm going to call it a fish ear. If I sound slow because of it, okay. I'm the only one finding fish ears. Now, the kids have been doing this for a long time. They make jewelry out of it. I didn't invent this. The Native Americans started this craze. Just do 100% sustainability of a fish, and this is what you're going to get. Now, I think my mom
I've made it. The Seawolf Mobile has made it. We got the moon.
Okay.
And we have the beer.
Now, did I have enough time? No, I had to go work today. So I didn't have enough time to show you. But tomorrow, I promise you, because that's what my short's going to be. Jessica cutting the head open and finding the ear bones like that. Oh, yeah. I have it right now. I just didn't have time. I am apologizing to y'all. I apologize to Jessica. I'm not giving her the credit she deserves right now. But here's what happened. Here, let me come up. Get rid of that. Here's what happened. Is we had a phenomenal weekend. Phenomenal. First of all, I drove up to Concord to my buddy's dive shop. I got my new red wetsuit. Oh, talk about matching. Hang on. Check this out, guys. So if you're going to be out there diving, you might as well look stylish, right? So I got my brand new, hasn't even been pissed in yet. I love the smell of new neoprene. I took it out of the bag. I know nobody tried this on and put their sack against it. Okay? But I'm switching up, boys and girls. I'm getting extra. what the free divers use. It's called a long fin, right? And you're like, oh, why plastic? Because I have the carbon fibers. They just, for lobster season, you're on the bottom. You need plastic. It's going to get just torn up. But you say, how does that match? Black? Yeah, I guess it could, right? Black, and there's black in there. No. Stop it. Look at what I decaled on today. Boom. Huh? Get the hell out. Are you kidding me? For the first dive, I will look like I know what I'm doing. And I'll be like a boy band, right? We got the red fish skin from the vermilion over here, right there, just being churned right now in the solution. Okay, so we're gonna have that tomorrow. It'll be all dried out. I'll have red. I had a tuna. I found a skeleton of a tuna in the water when we pulled our boat out. Some fishermen filleted and threw it in there. 100% sustainability. Saying, well, listen, I got it. I got Nick's gaff. I got it out. I'm bleaching. I took all the tuna apart, all the skeletons, and I have the tail out there. I've never done a tuna tail, and if it turns out, it's going to look phenomenal. So I just don't know the maggot ratio, how fast they chew, how much I need to figure out. It's a pretty cool looking tail. I'll have pictures of it if I already haven't put it up. I think I put it up already. Yeah, it is. It's up on the Instagram. It's the red fins on that board, and the tuna fish tail is on it. 100% sustainability, kids. 100% sustainability. So with the 100% sustainability, I just ask that you share me out if this is your thing, because this, me eating a beautiful meal with my wife tonight, red snapper, if that's what you want to call it. I call it vermilion. It's the best fish out there, according to Captain Davy, who used to be the captain of the Truth, and he passed on from cancer. But he's the one that taught me that vermilion's the number one fish. I know you say halibut is. Sure, I'm sick of halibut. I'll take any other fish. That sand dab was delicious. I filleted one side, one skin. I got all of its vertebrae. So now, instead of using these balls right here, I'm going to have, I think, about 30 little vertebrae. It's happening right now in the front yard. So I have that. There's just so much excitement. So let me just talk about where I met Nick and Jessica. I met them on the dive boats, lobster diving. And our friendship came, it's just organic. They're normal people to me. They might seem crazy to you, maybe not. I might seem crazy to you. I'm not crazy. I just hang around with rock stars, people that really love enjoying life, right? They all work super hard and then they play super hard. And that's what we did. 10 hours of driving for 14 hours of fun. I was all into it. Found a new place. We came up with a brilliant idea starting November 1st. Dungeness crabs. Why am I down trying to grab lobsters over and over again? Not trying, I do. And I'm not going to give up on lobsters. Don't you worry. I am going to be the lobster god by the end of this thing. But what if I do 2 weekends for lobsters and 2 weekends for Dungeness crabs? And I just give them away like everything else. I got to check. I believe I can do this. No bargaining, no selling, none of the stop. Limits. Stop at your limits. But if my wife's with me for Dungeness crab, we come back with 20 Dungeness crab. She just got to be on the boat and pull up the crab pot, I guess. And we can make all that happen. Boom, boom, boom. We come home with 20, right? Now I just pass them out. Here, you want a Dungeness crab? Take it. Then I'll take all the meat out, just like lobsters. I already have a box crab right there, taxidermied. Let's just turn this. I don't know if we'll lose signal. Right there. I don't know if you can see it. The lights, man, I should have turned on the light. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like I said, glorious, glorious weekend. I met Nick and Jessica on the dive boats. We hang out. I don't do their trip anymore. It's sad. That was when I was in training, let's just say, and some of the best to me, but some of the best lobster divers out there met me, took me under their wings, said, "Hey, um, you need to calm down a little bit, but you can do this." And they saw my potential. Some did. And then I turned it into now having lobster pimp shoes, a necklace made out of a 43-pound halibut that I killed 2 Fridays ago, right? It got the pictorial film. No smell. There's no smell at all. So that's where my life is going. And if you guys are into this at all, please, please tell a friend, share me out. Because it's an uphill battle because of the way I'm voting. Conspiracy? No, I have content. Everybody knows I have content. So there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. So what? I call my daughter a cunt once in a while. Well, she didn't even call her grandma before she died. So does that make her a cunt? Yes. So stop with that, okay? She's been brainwashed by my ex-wife. If you guys have had an ex-wife, you know what I'm talking about. I thought we could all just get along like Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, but apparently divorce is not like that. If somebody's not ready to be divorced, they create havoc in their life. And especially if they're a narcissist, they make sure they poison their kids' brains, even when they're adults. Facts. Otherwise, you call me a narcissist, I went and got tested. They now know that I'm not a narcissist. Crazy, yes. Different, yes. Narcissist, no. But now they just, oh my God, he wants me back in his life. I never want you back in my life, right? I'm going to live life to the fullest. If you do make it back in my life, great. I love you. But if you don't, that's on you. You're going to have to deal with this after me and your mom are dead. And you're going to have to go through your own life. And hopefully it worked out as good as your dad's did. Because as you can see, this weekend was a delight. I got to hang out with my friends that I met lobster diving. I get to go to Alaska and hang out with my friend that I met lobster diving. And lobster season's about to start. And I am excited. I get to see all my friends that I haven't seen all year, right? Some have moved all across the country. They come back for halibut, and then they come back to go lobster diving. And it's a special trip, so we get to see them. So I just get to see all my buddies, right? And they're watching. Class act motherfuckers. You know who you are. Let's see. Yes, you're right. You know, that one's hard for me. That I can't explain. My son was communicating with his grandma, and then it went dead. And I went to Alaska, so they can't use the excuse that, oh, he's gonna kill us. We're afraid of him. Shut up, Emily. You stupid, stupid girl. You blew it on that. But look at the other grandma is making earrings for me, right? Website to come. You guys want to get your wife some beauty? They go out. You go out. And look at that. Look at that, Rick. Look at those, huh? I asked my buddy's wife in Concord. I'm like, hey, would you like? She goes, do they smell? I said, absolutely not. I didn't have any on me. Now I'm going to have a generous amount. I'm going to build up a stock before I put them up. But yes. And I'm wondering, I've never had a commercial license. So if I have a commercial license, can I sell my halibut at the farmers markets? Is that legal? See, these are all things I want to know. And if I can I, my plan is, I don't know if this is even legal. So don't come after me, wardens. I'm going to ask the higher ups and they'll let me know if I'm breaking any laws. But if I have a commercial license, right? Can I take a halibut that I kill, the 43-pounder, sell the meat in a package with this 43, you know what I'm saying? With the earrings. Like a package deal. I think that would be pretty cool. It would have to be expensive. This is labor intense, guys. You think this is something that's just easy? No, I still have 2 other businesses that I run. Um, it's like my fountain of youth, right? I hit 50 and I can't stop learning. And I'm a guy that didn't like to learn. I'm a guy that would just punch people if they were smarter than me, if they put their values on me. I learned this weekend, how to get these out. But it all started with my boy Hunter up there in Alaska. A random kid that I met on the docks when we came in, and we had 24 halibut, and the town went crazy. I got kicked off a whole bunch of group sites up there because some guy couldn't handle. I don't know what he couldn't handle. He's just a little girl up there. Now it's all about the fish ears. 2 of them in each fish. Even that little tiny sea dab. Here's its ears. Okay, that's how small it is. Here's the vermilions. This is the vermilions right here. Yep. So I'm gonna do a collection with these. Turn some into earrings, like I said, fish art. Yeah, I'm just like I said, you cannot not stop learning, guys, and this is what I'm talking about. This was through an adventure that I went on, and I met up with some friends that I've known for years and years. You've seen them on my videos. They come down, and Nick comes down and gets halibut. So does Jessica. Nick's son got his first halibut off my boat, 38-pounder, and thought they're everywhere like that. That was easy, Dad. Oh, okay. But like I said, look at that. Mom, excellent job. Bravo, standing ovation to my mom. And I know last week, probably my last show, I was just telling her I'll never talk to her again, and couldn't believe that she's going to vote for that dingbat and blah, blah, blah. She has a right to vote for whoever she wants. But I was raised with different values that they're putting out. I'm not racist. I'm not everything that people will call you now to shut you up if you don't go with what they say. What I am is I'm bulletproof to your bullshit because I've been through it. And I don't put up with it, not even from my own mom. But she does have a point. No more politics. No more me even asking about why you would do that, because it's none of my business why anybody would vote for a guy that put into law that your kids get taken away at age 6 if they want a sex change. Doesn't matter what kind of parent you are. And that's the truth. That's the vice president. You can fact check me if you want. It's him signing that bill in and everybody clapping. Can you imagine if you were a parent and your 6-year-old decided to chop his penis off? I don't care if he's gay or not. I mean, you chop the penis off, I don't know what you got. You got a hole that you have to stick a stent in to keep open because it's a wound. I don't. That part I don't get, but I don't care. Listen, if that's the way you want to live, that's how you live. But you're not going to do it at 6 in my brain. You change so much. You change in your 20s. You change in your 30s. Some of you are just getting to your 30s. You're like, oh my God, 20s were fun, but I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Maybe you want kids. Maybe you don't. Listen. Kids are fun. Kids are life-changing. You're going to put your whole life on hold for about 10 years until they start wanting to do things themselves. I got 2 buddies that don't even go lobster diving anymore because they had kids in October. So they're doing the right thing. They're going to their kids' birthday parties. So you're absolutely right. I don't get it, but I don't. Here's what I learned from my therapist, and I've said this before. If you try to figure out crazy, you'll go crazy. So I don't even try figuring out crazy anymore. People that are close to me, it's weird now, right? because they don't even act normal anymore. But I live here in California where nobody's thinking normally. It's libtard central. They really think electricity is the way to go for cars and the earth because it's environmentally better than fracking and oil drilling. And they're ripping up the earth, the world for your lithium. And they're using child labor like you all are running towards. Because if you have a dictator, they'll tell you what to do. It's the bottom line. And don't worry, I won't be around long enough to figure this out with you. You can watch videos, but they're going to ban everything, right? They don't agree with you, you get banned. All right, it's just in Facebook jail for God knows what. You can't ask. They want your videos because they make millions off them. Keep working. Look at your phone longer. Or go out and do things. And that's what I did. I went out and did things, and it didn't even work out. We got up there. We got out on the boat with all of our gear. And it was undiveable. Take all the gear off. Grab some jigging lures. Get right back out there to work. Caught some fish. Got some beautiful earrings going to come from the red. I hope. I don't know. I've never processed them. I don't know the maggot ratio. What I mean by that is you need the maggots to clean it out, and the flesh-eating beetles and all that, right? But sometimes they go too far into the skin and burrow their way out. So you gotta keep checking them every day. You gotta get them dry, and then you gotta shake out the maggots. And then the chickens love the maggots. So win-win for everybody. 100% sustainability out here in the farmlands. So with that being said, let's rewatch my weekend. And it's not even, this is just the beginning. This was what it was. I mean, I drove up there. I went to my buddy's shop, like I showed you. I got that wetsuit. And look at that fin. It's just a decal. I don't even know if it's going to stay on. It came in black this morning. I took them all apart. Now I know about long fins. I'm not a long fin user, so my muscles are not going to be ready to go on these. I'm going to dive for the next couple weeks with them to get them ready. And I'm going to try not to scratch them because I want the lobster opener. I'm not using this wetsuit. I'm not using it. You can't make me use a wetsuit until the opener. First dive. It'll be red. Right now I have my halibut wetsuit. It's halibut colors. That's what I do. I blend in with my prey. Sometimes I even take the antenna off and put them in my mask holder right here. And then when I stick my head in a cave, hey, what's going on, Devin? And then when I stick my head in a cave, I just start moving them back and forth, and the lobsters are like, "What are you doing? Who are you?" It works. You don't believe me? Break one off and tickle it with it. They get mad. You think it's their territory, so they come out and try to headbutt you, and you just hand grab them if you know what you're doing. Using what you got. Now, you got to grab them by hand. You cannot use a snare or a hoop net. Or a snare or a tickle stick. Sorry, hoop nets are different. You can use a hoop net, but I don't know how to hoop net. I got buddies that do, and I'm going down there. I'm going down to Southern California, and I'm going to take a group of buddies, and we're going to drink beer for 4 hours and come back with our limits of lobsters with Justin from Saltwater Guide. Yeah, that's what he does. Dads, go down there with your kids. Can you imagine? You got 4 kids. Sure. I don't know what it is tonight. I think it's like $150. I don't know. I can't give his prices. I don't know. Call him. Anyway, can you imagine going down, suffering through your dumb Disneyland with all the people that think, listen, you like Disneyland? That's cool. I don't. Because I don't, it's all, everybody thinks they're entitled to have a handicap and cut in line. So with that, it doesn't jive with me, the happiest place on earth, because I'm not happy. I don't care how much edibles I have. Yeah, it doesn't make me happy. You know what does make me happy? Is knowing if I did this when my kids were small. I took them there. I did. And now, on the way home, on a weekend, I stop off, jump on Justin's boat with my kids. They can go inside, be on their tablets and everything else, and I can go home with 21 lobsters if I took Weston and Emily. I didn't know Justin back then, and my wife. So I could have 4. So 4 times 7 is 24, right? Is that right? I think so. No, hang on. 7 times 3 is 21. Hang on, 28. I can come home with 28 lobster. Mind blowing. You can't even do that on a trip, a 3-day trip. You only can have 21. In 4 hours, I can have 24 lobsters for a fraction of what these boats charges. You just saw my buddies. It's $1,300 for 2.5 days. I think there's one up on my buddy's group, Monterey Bay Spearfishing, and they're all going. I think there's 4 spots left. Go check it out. You guys want to do this, go find these trips and do them. Find your buddies and say, hey, buddies, let's go try this. Guys on the boat like me will tell you what to do. I won't help you. I will tell you because that's my time to go produce for me, right? And you're not allowed to give them away or da-da-da-da-da. You can eat them. And 7, listen, it's not like the harbor. Yes. Try it out and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Are you going on that trip, Devin, or no? I don't know if you are or not. I know you have a lot of young ones and you're a family man. But anyway, those trips are what made me who I was today and made me do this weekend, made me go up to Alaska to visit my friends Star and Anthony. It's just a glorious life I have. And I could sit there and cry about my life, right? My kids don't talk to me. Economy sucks. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Now, I do have a Taj Mahal camper. So I just put that on. And I went up and I thought my son would want to go with me. And I'm talking about my bulldog, Oliver. And crunch time, he said, no, I don't want to go. He's a teenager now. So, yep, everybody is. Yeah, I get you. So anyway, crunch time came. He didn't want to leave. So I said, okay, fine. Stay with your sister and your mom. And just drove up there. Like I said, it was hot. It was 109 in Concord. But then as soon as I hit Fort Bragg, woo-wee, what a delightful time. The Fort Bragg. I'm telling you right now, let me put those up higher. There it is. Look at that, Mom. Great job, Mom. I mean, you cannot get better than that. Wait till I have those red fins. She did a whole bunch of them. She's got Capazon fins. I told her just go crazy. Yeah, like I said, I'm learning. Private education. Yes, man. I had. Well, my son was in private education. I said, please. They went to, I can't even remember what it was called, Aptos Academy back then. Anyway, I won't talk bad about it. It's Scientology, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. They told me I was crazy when I called them Scientologists. So, but that's the kind of dad I was. I don't put up with bullshit. Listen, I didn't sign up for that. And I didn't sign up for this world, but I just rock it. And I'm enjoying it. Killed this a week and a half ago, 2 Fridays ago, however long that is. Okay? Look at that. Spine's already around my neck. This is already processed. I got all the skins from the fish we got, except for I filleted it with one piece, the sand dab. Excellent job, if you ask me. And we just threw it on the barbecue on tinfoil with a little butter and garlic. Goddamn delicious is what it was. It's like the veal. It's like veal of halibut, if you ask me. It's better than halibut. So we had that. I brought the spine back. So now these little beads right here can now be the vertebrae from a little tiny sand dam. I am going to get a drill press. I think you were the one talking about that, Devin. So I want one of the old ones that you go down like this. I think they still have them that we had, and I don't even know if they do it in high school anymore, where they do the what was that, wood shop is where we had that. Good times. That class I liked. I made a pig cutting board for my mommy. She was proud, and I don't know if I still have that or if she does. Probably not, but I'll ask her. She used it a lot, though. I mean, it got at the end of its life. If I know the tail broke, because I did a little nice jigsaw cut for the tail. I think that broke. I don't know. Mom, if you're watching, let me know if you still have that. Anyway, me and my mom are back to being mother-son with boundaries. My dad created a dominant human being that doesn't put up with bullshit. And the world is bullshit right now. And it's hard for me to not understand how you guys don't find the world to be fucking crazy and bullshit. You got somebody that won't even answer questions about her stance on anything. You got her going in, and even the ABC during the debate or softball. I don't care who you are. You can't deny what you saw, or you can. I don't know. I'm not going to get into politics. It'll just take me down the rabbit hole, and I'm like the Energized Bunny right now because this weekend was so ideal, and it didn't even work out ideal. Right? We didn't even get to dive. Doesn't matter. What do you do when you don't get to dive? You're with buddies, man. We could have went to the bars. There's bars everywhere there. Breweries, not bars. Breweries. They got clam chowder. They got calamari. I mean, Fort Bragg's a fun little town. And I will say, with gas, it was $49 a night where we stayed. So $100 where I stayed. So we'll do $100 there, probably $200, $300 worth of gas. I got a diesel F-250, and I had my camper on. Then you got the DEF always goes off as soon as I jump in it, and put some kind of weight in it, so it sucks it down. So that's another $19 at the store. It's an additive for our diesel that Gavin Newsom made everybody have. Don't worry about it. Boundaries are important. Yes. So let's see. So we're about 300, 400. And then gas, money for the boat, blah, 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 So I stopped. Here's the greatest thing. I stopped at Corliss Market. I said, hey, boys, what do you got? They have the ribs there every day. If you ever been in there, you can go get ribs for like $5, and it'll fill you up for lunch. You can go to McDonald's and pay $15 for some processed thing that can sit on a desk for a year and not even change its shape or taste. Or you can go get real food. So that's what I did. I just bought all the ribs that were made and some chicken. And then when we got up there, they're like, hey, you want to go get steaks tonight and bring them back and barbecue by the fire? I'm like, I got all this meat. Let's just put it in tinfoil and heat it up. And that's what we did. Sure, it was gosh darn delicious. And we had that sand dam. You say a sand dam, 3 people. You're right. But we had all you can eat ribs, all you can eat chicken. Plus we had Jack. Plus we had 9% IPAs. Plus I had edibles. Not on the boat at Federal. We can't have it on a boat. I get it. Wasn't on the boat. And just a glorious time to reset myself. So a trip that would probably cost about $3,000. I mean, if you go rent a room up there, the meals up there are jacked up. They used to give you huge proportions. Now they don't. Good food, though. Still good. Not as good as the old days, but still good. Because everybody's trying to cut corners and cut cost. Because of the economy we're in. So you say it doesn't affect you. It does. It does. It affects you at the grocery store. It affects you at everything you do. And for some reason, you just don't want one person to be, and I'm not talking to my mom. Listen, leave my mom alone. I'm talking to every other dingbat out there that is going to go sign their life away and give up their fortune for their families, even though it hasn't happened yet. It will come, because that side does not want middle class. And this economy doesn't affect the Taylor Swifts and everybody. It doesn't. $15 for a watermelon at Costco is no big deal to them. Give them 10. They're having a party. They're going to make juice out of it with vodka. So I don't even care who wins at this point. I win, because I'm going to do this until I die, because I only got a couple more good. They show you 25 more years, and then I'm just shitting myself and fucking forgetting if I make it that long, right? I was talking to my friend, and I told him I plan on trying to outlive him. It's my new goal. Outlive all my friends. Don't worry. I'll come to the funeral. I'll have my shoes on. I'll have my thing, and I'll even have a full outfit, a full suit made out of leather. I'll be sitting back, crossing my arms like this. If you go into court and you cross your arms like this, it means you're angry and defensive. No. I just didn't want to do the wrong thing. I already flipped off the bailiff one time. So let's just keep your hands where, nope. You keep them like this. You can't do this. I mean, you could do this, but you learn. I didn't say I was a fast learner. I've never had in family court a bailiff grab her gun. Tell you what, when they take your kids away for 2 years for absolutely no reason because your ex wanted to move more than 24 miles away, which was the law back then, that's how vindictive this is. So I put up with it way too long. I won't put up with it anymore. Now she has the kids trying to fucking fuck with me. You can't fuck with somebody that's been fucked with all the way through. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out during the divorce. I know you're in love right now, and maybe your buddy gets his kids taken away, and you're like, oh my God, what woman would ever do that? Well, I was that same person at one time, and then I found out what woman would do it. Person I was married to at the time. Just a completely terrible human being. And this is my fault. I'm the one that had kids with her. Know who you're having kids with before you have kids. That's all you can say. But it doesn't even matter, because now my kids get to enjoy my life through this. So Wes, you could have done this for a weekend right here
with my buddy Nick and Jessica, which I've made it. The Seawolf Mobile.
Okay, here, you wouldn't sleep in the camper with me. Nobody sleeps in there except for my English bulldogs, who I call my kids, Oliver, Penelope, and my wife. Nobody else gets to sleep in that thing. That's my palace. That's my germs. Those are my sheets. When I travel, I don't have to worry about anything. The bathroom's there, the heater's there, the refrigeration's there. Best purchase ever.
Mobile has made it. We got the moon and we have the beer.
Full moon.
Came up with my buddy Nick and Jessica, which I met off the lobster boats. Lobster season, right? It's about to be here. We're going to come up here and get done.
Nick just repowered his boat with a 300 Yamaha, and he wanted to show it off.
Dungeness crab.
For Thanksgiving.
We got the fire going.
Dungeness crab for Thanksgiving. Absolutely right. That's what I'm going to be doing for Thanksgiving is, we're going to do it well before Thanksgiving. It starts, hopefully it starts November 1st, and I got to get the regs and regulations because I don't need to be in hot water with any of the wardens. I don't want to disrespect anybody. So I'm going to do everything on the up and up. And then we're just going to rock it. It's going to be a fun lobster / Dungeness crab season.
Let's go check out the...
That's my palace right there. That's the queen size bed looking straight out into nature.
View.
That was our setup. That was me just loving life. Look at the sun's coming up. That's the back door. Got my dive gear ready to go. Just walking around, just milling around my little estate. Backing the boat up. Putting her in.
Hey, have you guys heard of me? My name is Seawolf.
There's the seal that got hit by probably a white.
It's like the dive spot's a little blown out. Let's look.
Yeah. Hey, that kind of diving up there, I know there's real people that would jump in at this and blah blah blah. There's nowhere where you could swim to get out. It's covered by cliffs, and there's no need to take an. I want a huge lingcod, and I'm gonna get one, but no need to jump in, or jump in. I don't care. Enjoy yourself. People die all the time out there.
It's undivable today, boys. We're gonna fish it. We're gonna try diving the inside, but oh Jesus! 43-pound spine with the pec fin. Last Friday is when I killed this thing. So when you can't dive,
Took all the gear off. Now we're just gonna get the fishing gear.
get your fishing gear. We'll get fish one way or another.
There's my buddy doing a jig. I lost 3 of his jigs, so I lost about $90 worth of. Don't give me a fishing pole with a jig. Star did the same thing, and I just kept handing it back. I snagged the bottom. This is why most charter businesses don't jig, because they lose too much of their bait or whatever these things, weights. A little blown out, yeah. Doesn't matter. We made it happen. I was coming back in the beanbag chair with my beer.
With 100% sustainability, look at these beautiful fins I'm gonna get. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have some nice earrings with their red
Yes, they
outfit.
are.
We got the tail, and then we got what do they call these, sand dabs? We're gonna have grill.
So with the sand dabs, like I said, I got them outside right now in hydrogen peroxide. Yes. Remember Linda loves deep throat. Oh man, God, you're showing your age. That little. Oh no, you're younger, so you probably got her from Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt made in the movie. Joe Dirt made a reference to her. Okay. Anyway, so that little sand dab, I took the spine. It's being processed so I can have little tiny spines for whatever I do. I don't know where it's gonna go. Fish art is what I call it.
This thing up. I'm gonna keep the tail.
Kept the tail. The tail can go on. I can make the tails like I do right here. Hang on. There's a bigger one it's on my game safe, right? So this one would be too big on here, or it wouldn't be. Maybe that would be cool. Walk in the market with that on. That's not bad. Hey, hang on. Let me just see what that would look like. Not bad. That one's still a little big. I can have a little tiny one now because I'm processing that little tail.
Keep the spine nice little.
We have the ear bones from that little guy. Ear bones. Kids love the ear bones. If you don't believe me, ask your kids. Ask them if they know what fish ear bones are. Chances are they do, because it's like the rage.
Tiny bead. We got a special treat tonight. Jessica is going to take the ear bone out of that, and then we're going to add it to a necklace.
Yeah.
That's some nice skin too.
There's the ear bones right there. Those are some more of these. My mom is just going crazy right now. Thank you, Mom. She even did those ones. And that's my show tonight. Tomorrow, I will have How You Get the Ear Bones Out by Jessica. I just didn't have time. I still have about 6 hours of videos because I asked them. I'm like, hey, listen, I know you guys invited me. So sometimes my friends don't want to even be on my videos, and that's fine. So I just asked. I'm like, hey, can I just film? That's what I'm doing now. Like, we wouldn't expect anything less. I'm like, all right. And just a thank you. And then we just hung out, man. We just hung out and with friends that I met from lobster diving. Believe it or not, it all goes back to this. Well, hello, Stephen. Thank you for the comment about the necklace. I do love it myself. A little puka shell action with real spine. And I'm going to have every different size. If it's a special fish, this one was a 43 pounder. That's special to me. Otherwise, I have thousands of vertebrae. I don't know why I kept it. I just did. So now I'm in the process of cleaning it. I got the skins being processed. They're in a solution right there to make them soft and supple. I have another halibut skin, smaller halibut, just finishing up. I talked it over with my boy Dan today, and I will have 1,000 pounds. I'm not going to give up on that. I know, man, lobster season is going to be here it's before you blink of an eye. So I know the lobsters are more scarce. I'm just not going to load my boat up with my buddies. I'm just going to go take them all myself until I have 1,000 pounds. So I have a plan to get my 1,000 pounds. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to lie. If I don't get 1,000 pounds, I don't get 1,000 pounds. But I'm only 100 pounds away from 1,000 pounds. So just under 100. It's 900.79 ounces, whatever that is, or not ounces. 0.79. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know math. So anyway, back to what I was saying is that part I will have, and it's gonna be called the 1,000 Club. Try it. Try getting 1,000 pounds of halibut. I don't care if you're on tanks or not. I don't care how you get it. Fishing. No, there's guys that do it all the time. It's probably like 1% though. Be in the 1%, 1%er, 1,000 pounds of halibut. Push yourself next year. Now, if you have kids, don't do that. Listen, don't be a maniac. Be there for your kids. Be there at their soccer game. Be there at Sunday church. But when you get to my age, you get to go do this. So when you're having those dumb thoughts in your head, like, oh my God, life sucks. So I don't know. And maybe you don't have that. Maybe you guys are living a perfect life. I don't care. This for your mental health, just know you can live this life that I'm living at the end. Your kids might call you a narcissist. Don't worry, they'll be raised. They get to go live life themselves and figure out you weren't a narcissist and you actually were a dad that was there for them. But right now, that's just not happening, and that's fine. Because I have this weekend, I have next weekend, I got that weekend, I got this weekend, I got trips here, I got trips there. And that is how I'm going to live the rest of my life. On a shoestring budget. This is not, like I said, this is not a big budget. This is me and my camper. I spent nothing on hotels. I didn't have to sleep in my back seat all cold and cramped and get up every 3 hours. But just put that it takes 10 minutes to put on. All by myself. I don't even need help putting it on. And away we went for an adventure of a lifetime and made more memories with some good friends that I just adore. And that I met through lobster diving. I can't say that enough. And it's people that if I turned to and called right now, I know they wouldn't. I know they're not fake. They're not fake people. I'm not calling anybody fake, but y'all have fake friends. Everybody knows who they are. These are the true friends. These are friends when you're down. They'll say, hey, you down today? No, I'm not down today. Yeah, you are. You need a hug? Nah, I don't need a hug. Anyway, you can't hug this anymore. it's barricaded by real. I mean, look at that. Anyway, special thanks to my mom. Mommy, you blew me away with your artwork. I know my mom was making these crochet earrings. It goes along with the crochet art that she makes for kids, the grandkids and stuff. She made me a halibut right here. Hang on, let me just finish the show with this. Let me get this down. Let me just finish with this. She made me a lobster. This is when she was first starting. She crocheted it. She's got a halibut. She even did the white side, gray side, 2 eyes. She did an octopus. Well, I mean, look at that, huh? Well, I was impressed. I kind of wanted it as a hat. Like that. That would be kind of cool. And then she made this for Bill that I haven't sent him yet. Hang on. Bill, if you're watching, I still have it. Here it is. Canadian flag and all. Bill's favorite animal is a giraffe. Mom heard it and she just made a giraffe. So made the Canadian flag with it. So that is all as I got. And tomorrow I'll be back, hopefully. And I'll have more of what I'll definitely have the red skin dried out. That's processing over there. I'll have the vertebrae, so now you can see where my brain's going with art pieces for them. And just gonna have a glorious evening. Like I said, it's one day at a time. But why? Just as long as I can wake up tomorrow and recreate life. This is fun. I am now into ear bones. I know they're called something else, but ear bones are my thing now. And I can match them up with the fish that I kill. I know how to. I have to go get a bone saw. Is probably the best way to get it. Now you use a sawzall. It's just gonna throw everything everywhere. It makes a mess. Trust me. You don't want to use a sawzall. You don't want to use a grinder. I tried that. You think it would be more precise? It's not. So just a regular, good old-fashioned bone saw. Real skinny blade. Boom, boom. From what I hear, they're right behind the eyeballs. If you find the brain, oh, Jessica will explain it in tomorrow's video. And just a wonderful time with those two. They mean something to me. Y'all mean something to me. They're just great people I met on the lobster boats. So peace out, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for watching. Please share me out.